Debunking SJWs and feminazis too. Just a robot's the guy who will teach you stuff. That Gumball is lit and T-Moss Boss is shit. Superman and Goku fanboys always give me bluff. Goku fan file beyond 3D. Is anime sexist and no limits fallacy? Get your pop on your top, get all the candy that you bought. Here's another episode of Just a Robot. 2 months ago I made a video about dimensional tiering. It pissed a lot of people off. Mostly because people missed a lot of what I said. For example, I said that a fourth dimensional being with time hacks could just go back in time and kill Superman, Goku, or Saitama before they got really powerful with just a handgun. Some people complained, saying that Goku wasn't killed by a bullet when he was 12. Now, let's put on our thinking caps. If a bullet couldn't kill a 12-year-old Goku, and the person trying to kill him with a handgun has time manipulation powers, what should they do? Oh, I know! Go back even further in time! Now, to some of you that may sound like common knowledge, but trust me, I got a ton of comments about it. A few of you might also tell me that the fourth dimension isn't time. And you'll probably link me a scientific article about it. The thing is, higher dimensions are extremely theoretical, and there are many different scientific theories and fictional stories about how they might work. The higher dimensional theory that I use is from these two videos. The reason why I go off of this and not others is because this is the theory I see in most fictional stories that involve higher dimensions. Now, before you watch this video about infinite dimensional tiering, I highly recommend you watch my video on regular dimensional tiering. I do briefly talk about infinite dimensional tiering, but a lot of people didn't understand it, and that's why I'm making this video now. But before we can talk about infinite dimensional tiering, we need to talk about what infinity even is. To me, infinite power is different from ever-growing power or unlimited power. For example, Harry Potter has unlimited power. He can use the Avada Kedavra spell as much as he wants, as many times as he wants. That's so redundant. But he can only kill one person at a time. He can't just Avada Kedavra all the life in the universe. Superman has ever-growing power. As long as he's in the sun, he can keep gaining more energy. But infinity is not a number that keeps getting bigger and bigger. Infinity is as big as it gets. It's a number that transcends all numbers.
Scientists, mathematicians, and philosophers have always struggled to grasp the concept of infinity.
But just because someone may be infinite in one way, doesn't mean they're infinite in another way, or infinite in all ways. And that's where dimensional tiering comes in. Now, I personally don't believe that the universe is endless, but for this video, we're going to pretend that it is. A third-dimensional being with infinite power could destroy an endless universe, like Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. He may sound invincible, but anyone who can travel through time could defeat him. All you would have to do is go back in time and kill Simone before he got the drill key. And before someone comments that Gurren Lagann fought beings who had time manipulation powers, yes, I know he did, I'm just using this as an example. Now, an infinite fourth dimensional being is someone like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. If you want to know what the Infinity Gauntlet can do, watch this video by Tyler from the Imaginary Access. If you tried to go back in time and kill Thanos before he got the Infinity Gauntlet, it wouldn't work, because once he gets it, he would have infinite power over time. For God's sakes, he merged with eternity. He could destroy his entire timeline if he wanted to. If an infinite universe was a dot, then time would be a line with infinite length. The fifth dimension is parallel universes. Anyone who can destroy an infinite amount of parallel universes would be infinite fifth dimensional. Remember that line example I used earlier? Well, instead of being a line with infinite length, picture it as a line with infinite width. You know how I said in my last video that a sixth dimensional being is kind of like a fifth and fourth dimensional being combined? Well, an infinite sixth dimensional being is an infinite fifth dimensional and an infinite fourth dimensional being combined. A good example of this is the Chronosapien time bomb from Ben 10, destroying all but one timeline in the Omniverse. And that really makes me question where Vilgax got such a powerful weapon. I mean, are all Chronosapien time bombs that powerful? Or did he just take one and modify it? There's a story there. Now, if an infinite universe was just a dot, an infinite timeline was a line with infinite length, then the infinite sixth dimension would be represented by an infinite 2D flat plane. Now, in my last video I made a mistake. I said that the seventh dimension was alternate universes with different physics than our own, but that's actually the ninth dimension. The seventh dimension is actually alternate universes with different starting conditions than our own, but they still have the same physics. Now, you should also keep in mind that I'm just talking about destructive capability. This can be applied to other things such as speed. Someone with infinite third-dimensional speed could be anywhere he wants. Someone with infinite fourth-dimensional speed could be anywhere or any when he wants. Now, I'm assuming you guys can figure out what infinite 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th dimensional is. But keep in mind, my word isn't law. Many people will have their own opinion on what higher levels of infinity even are. But I do have some bad news, guys. My main account might be perma-hacked. The email is hacked, the phone number linked to it has been changed. I just can't get back in. Of course I'm going to keep trying to get it back, but I might not be able to. I'll try to get back to the number of subs I used to have, but it might take a while. But in case this account gets hacked, I'm going to start a third account with my girlfriend, Sugar Buns. I'm also going to link my Discord down below. I really messed up linking it on my last video, but hopefully I'll do it right this time. And here's the new piece of fan art. This looks really badass. Link to that will also be down below.